Good evening, Pittsburgh sports fans, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Sports Desk. Joining me are my co-hosts, Edward and Tracy. Good evening, gentlemen. How are we doing tonight?
Doing well. Thank you for asking, William. Tracy, how
Yeah,
are
how
you?
you doing? Hi, Edward.
Very well. Thank
Hello,
you.
William.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Glad to be here.
So, all right. So a lot to talk about tonight. We're 10 days away from the opening game with the Jets. We've got Pitt Duquesne on the horizon here Saturday. We got West Virginia Robert Morris too on Saturday as well.
Get.
I figure we'll talk. Obviously, we're going to talk Steelers. We want to talk the news. We trimmed down the 53-man roster, or trimmed down to the 53-man roster. I know we want to talk about the defense a little bit tonight. Quarterback number 2, that was on our topic list as well. And just I figure next week we'll really break down the matchup between the Jets and the Steelers and see what we can come up with there. But yeah, talk a little Pirate news, some little tidbits with them. Little Penguin news. I know we're pretty close to training camp. We're like 3 weeks away from training camp opening up for them. So, yeah, and then we'll end it with the Riverhounds. I know we had a draw last week, and looking ahead, we're on a little bit of a road trip here, not coming back to Highmark until the 13th. So, but all right, let's get into it. Okay, so Steelers have made a few roster adjustments, to say the least, trimming it down to the 53-man roster. Anything you guys are surprised by? I was surprised. I saw they signed Chuck Clark, their veteran safety, and they also picked up a lineman, Max Sharping, offensive lineman. So, also I saw that they have placed rookie quarterback Will Howard and rookie corner Dante Kent on a short-term injured reserve. So, but Robert Woods was cut as well, but he was picked up on the practice squad. So cleared waivers, put him on the waivers, and then he landed back on the practice squad.
I think Beanie Bishop's in that same boat, Billy. Does that sound right?
Yeah, Beanie Bishop was beat out.
Leal.
Yeah.
So was Leal. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was surprised by those cuts, but being pulled back on the practice squad, I think I'm excited because I actually like those young talents, and the fact that they didn't make the squad means that we may have gotten a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Beanie Bishop was cut and released James Ferrier, and you got Dante Kent that they kept on the initial 53-man roster. So,
I mean, Pierre has a little bit of time too. Remember the game we went to? It may have been you, Eddie. I was with, and he caught it and ended the game. Was it the Detroit Lions? We were there with Den and Chun.
Oh yeah. It might have been the Lions.
With the Broncos. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and like I said, we signed Chuck Clark, so he's was recently signed. I think as of today. So, but anything else you were surprised by with cuts?
The punter. I really thought the punter was going to be kept with us.
Which one?
The Australian.
Yeah, that was pretty shocking too. I thought he was a shoo-in for that. So, but
they went with the younger, less expensive kid.
Right.
Well, not only younger, less expensive. I think he was kind of matching for the most part, but I also think he's injury free.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he got. I mean, you look at oh God, I can never. What was his name? Austin. Cameron Austin. You look at Cameron Austin. I mean, first game of the season last year, you tear your ACL. So,
Punting.
right. You got ran into late in the fourth quarter. Eddie, you okay? Are you froze or are you? What's going on with you?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
You've
trying to
been
figure
a good listener, William.
Feel free to
punter
jump
was.
in anytime. I mean, feel free to
No, I was
jump
trying
in
to figure out who the
anytime.
punter was, and you beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to the. I mean, that kid is actually the punter's actually from Pitt. Did you know that?
Say that again.
The starting punter for the Steelers is from Pitt.
Yeah, Waitman.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
2
Now you
points.
know. And knowing's half the battle.
0, me 0.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what they're going to do at your favorite position to talk about, Billy.
Yeah, we'll get into that wideouts. I mean, there are some wideouts out there, but from what they're all indications, they're saying that they're happy with their wideout room, which I would not be happy with that. I know it's laughable. It literally is laughable. And if you're Aaron Rodgers, how on earth are you happy with that?
I think that means Roman Wilson's number 2.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. He hasn't shown me enough. He hasn't shown
Not
me.
disagreeing, Billy.
Huh?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't shown me enough at all.
No contest.
So there's just, I don't know.
It's going to be very interesting.
I also saw that earlier today, some reports emerged that the Steelers had checked in on the availability of Las Vegas Raiders wide receiver Jacoby Myers after he requested a trade. He wants out of there. But I guess the Raiders, from all indications, are unwilling to move him. And I heard that today from Pat Kerwin. So it's got to be true.
Is that because they got that young gunslinger coming in? Maybe a good matchup.
Yeah, I mean, according to according to the beat writers, I mean, they're not actively pursuing additional wide receivers. So I think that's a dumb move. I think that's a real dumb move on their part. But I don't know.
Well, they signed Amari Cooper.
That's what the Raiders did. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Jacoby Myers plays for the Raiders.
Right. Yeah, they just signed Amari
Cooper. The Steelers did not sign anybody to improve themselves.
No, God, no. Why would they?
Right.
We're talking Steelers, Edward.
Yeah, but we were just talking about Jacoby Myers. And I said, no. Vegas wants to get rid of him because they just signed Amari.
No. Steelers.
I don't know who the I mean, there's plenty of wide receivers out there. The Steelers they're just never going to sign one for whatever reason.
I think you're right, Eddie. I don't know why either.
Bill's with me. We have no clue.
Yeah, it makes no sense at all. I mean, I've said it before. It just makes no sense what they're doing. So
there's no way you look at that. You have Scotty Miller and Ben Skoranek.
Yeah.
Right? Those are 2 of them. Yeah, Calvin Austin has never done anything in his career. And you have Roman Wilson who can't focus. So you're happy with all that? It's come on.
No.
If there's no, I mean, honestly, if there's no, that should be an indication about how bad this franchise is.
Right.
The state of this franchise. Because all anybody's going to do is roll coverage to DK. Go ahead, beat somebody else. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He's not going to touch the ball. Guarantee he's not going to touch the ball.
Yeah, when you look at the depth chart, you've got DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin III, and you've got, Scotty Miller, you got Roman Wilson.
That's Skoranek. That's it.
And Skoranek, yeah, and that's it. That's all you've got. The rumors are out there. Like I said, Amari Cooper was out there, but he just signed, so you can take him off the off the list. What about Juan Jennings? Has he signed it at all? I don't believe so. Gabe Davis, I think, is still out there as well.
Gabe Davis is still out there.
Yeah,
that would be a solid signing.
Apparently, it was told that Rodgers had reached out to Cobb as well, who he played with in Green Bay. So, but
I don't know if I would do anything with him.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what. You talk about, talk about waiting until the last minute, and I mean, you might as well just forget about it. I mean, I don't think they're going to sign a legitimate number two.
Yeah, forget about it.
Roman Wilson, I don't think is the guy. I don't think that he is the guy. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, but I haven't seen enough of him. That one good game against Tampa Bay in the preseason, playing against 2s and 3s, is not enough for me to say, hey, he's a legitimate number two. So,
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
we can go by position. I mean, there is a host out there. I
yeah,
mean, I'm just going to read you the tops. You got Gabe Davis, Nelson Aguilar, Tyler Boyd, Brandon Powell, Jamison Crowder. I mean, Allen Robinson, Anthony Schwartz, DJ Turner. I mean, they're coming and coming and coming.
right. They're out
That's a
there.
lot.
KJ Hamler, who's a burner, released by Detroit.
I think they're just missing a possession guy, not a burner. I think they have their burner.
I would have liked even to see Thielen come, but I know he re-signed with the Vikings. So
Yep, he's going to Minnesota, going back home.
yeah,
It's kind of puzzling that they're okay with everything that's going on.
it really is, and especially I would have thought that Aaron Rodgers would have had more influence on that. I would have thought that he would have came in and been like, "Hey guys, this isn't enough talent. I need more." But apparently, I don't know. He was on Mad Dog Radio and he said that he's happy with his wide receiving core, and he's happy. He likes the Arthur Smith offense. So I don't know.
He can like it. He can like it all he wants. He can talk. He can blow smoke. But at the end of the day, that's the reason why he complained about Green Bay, right?
Right.
Never got him any talent. And it was, he didn't want to be. So now the whole offense is relying on a 41-year-old to not get hurt with terrible tackles on either side, to not get hurt, and to try to resurrect an offense from the 1980s and bring it forward by himself. And I don't think that's possible.
Although Mike Tomlin did say that they have, the beginning makings of a team, but the roster building process, he said, isn't completely finished. So, and he said further moves could still occur. So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I said,
what are they moving? They moving the coolers in the locker room?
Nothing like waiting until the last minute on this stuff. It's unbelievable.
Nobody's going to come here unless they're traded, because the offense is from the 1980s.
Right.
Nobody, these are stats guys. At the end of the day, they're stats guys.
Right.
Yeah. The Jets, they have a great Aaron Glenn's a great defense coordinator. He's going to roll the coverage there, and he's going to say, "Beat me with everybody else," because the running game for sure is not going to beat him.
Right.
So I'm not sure what he's thinking.
I'm not either. I have no idea. All right, let's get into the defense here.
Yes, have some.
I mean, when you look at the top guys, obviously you got Watt, obviously you got Hayward. Free agent signings. I mean, I don't know. You got older. You got Jalen Ramsey. You got Darius Slay. You also added Thornhill, and you just recently added Chuck Clark. What really? I mean, getting older to me is not a good thing. I don't think. But I don't know. You're going to have Derek Harmon out for 4 weeks.
4 games or 4 weeks total.
I think it's.
I thought it was 1 game.
2 weeks in the 4 week. I think so. It's 1 game. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Billy.
Yeah. No. I should have clarified that. But I don't know. I mean, Pro Football Focus is ranking them high, but I don't know. I mean, we just don't know. We don't know what they're going to be until bullets start flying week 1.
Right now, they're just paper champions. We got to see how it happens.
Yeah.
I do think with Harmon in there, I think that it's going to be a little more nasty, and we're going to have a little bit more control of the game.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it as Terrell Austin under the helm since 2022, he's been there. I mean, the defense is ranked in the top half of the league in takeaway sacks and red zone efficiency. But I don't know. I mean, I just think that there's a lot of things that I'm concerned about. it really is age. You know, T.J. Watt, Cameron Hayward, Jalen Ramsey, they're all over 30, which is, you know, raises concerns about durability. So, you know, you got rid of Minka. Minka's back down in Miami again, which I think that defense in Miami, I think is gonna cater to him in what his strengths and talents are. I don't think it really catered to him here. So, but and the production wasn't there for him, and I'm not sure that it was all his fault. So, but Juan Thornhill obviously is going to fill that role, but I mean, I'm worried about safety. I mean, in the long term, you know.
They don't have anybody rangy back there at all. Period.
No.
They're box safeties. They're not free. They're both essentially strongs. I mean, you need a lanky guy with range. Look at what Baltimore has. They got a 6'4" kid that runs sideline to sideline.
And when you look at the stats, the Steelers last year allowed a league high yards per game, 124.1, and the seventh most touchdowns, 13. To, you know, those you know, receivers aligned out wide. You know what I mean? So that's just not good stats there on that from a secondary. You know, a lot of coverage issues there. Red zone defense in 2024 was ranked 13th best, 54.1%, and their second half points allowed were good, but they were tied for 19th in first half points allowed. So gave up a lot of first half points. So, but
with all the moves, they're mid-table. Vegas odds. They're still picked third by Vegas in their division.
Yeah. So I want to hear.
I don't think that's accurate.
I think it's 100% accurate. There's not a lot there, man. And it's the offense. There just isn't. I mean, everybody.
I'm not disagreeing the offense. We don't know, but I think the defense still has to show up too. But I think that the team together might gel and has a chance. But third place in the division, no.
You know, we can go through this year after year. They hit on probably almost a 90% rate in Vegas. They really do. They don't make.
So who's going to be number two then? Because we know
Cincinnati.
Which you know what, if that defense is improved, like they say it is, I could see that, because that's definitely going to be a more explosive offense for sure.
Oh my God, yeah.
So I mean, you know, I'm I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't see that one. I don't see Cincinnati being better than us.
I do. I see it easily because they're just better. They have a better quarterback. They have a better offense.
They do not have a better offensive line.
Yeah, they do. Come on, your offensive line is one person that's decent. Everyone else is a question mark. They just are.
No, the left guard. As soon as Malu gets back and right, we'll be all right.
So he's not there.
They brought that other guy in too.
And then you have the two tackles, which are complete unknown and very well could be a massive bust.
No, Fatano is not a massive bust.
Trace, his knee is real bad. He's barely even he stepped on the field to hit his knee. You really think you're going to count on him? And the other guy, Billy might be right. The other guy might just be a bust, man. He might just be a bust.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think he is. You know,
he couldn't adapt and play at the right side, and now we're asking him.
So who's the other guy that they signed? There was another tackle they signed up. You mentioned one guy, Billy, but I thought the guy you mentioned was the guard.
Anders Pete, you know, they have him. I mean, they're.
I can't remember anything about him.
Yeah, they signed him in camp. You know, he was, and he's still on the team. So he made the 53 man. So the problem with him was they just were worried about him being in game shape. So
I think if Jones has trouble, they're going to end up putting Washington at the tight end position, and they're going to end up putting him on that side to just chip the guys there, and that's going to give Jones more than enough of an advantage.
Well, I don't know.
For me, the reason why they're so low is it's too much of a unknown. I mean,
yes, I agree there.
That ball has to come out so fast. I mean, Mason Rudolph had to get that ball out so fast because that line just cannot hold up at all.
Right.
Especially from the left side. He looks bad.
I tell you, you know, They're questionable, and I tell you who, Miami has a very questionable offensive line too.
Miami, I agree, Billy, with what you said. They truly could be. He truly could be the first one out.
He could be. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I think that can save his job is if that when they board the bus to go there on their first away game, everybody's wearing capris. Maybe that'll save him. I don't know.
No, I'm worried about Tua. I think Tua is going to be, unfortunately, could be spinal tapped with this line.
That's so bad.
It's really bad. But I mean, I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, I'm very. Spinal. I mean, we talked it last night. Yeah, broke my back. Spinal. No, we talked about this last night with Zig. I'm very, very much. My number one thing is JPJ and the offensive line.
Yep.
That's my biggest concerns on this team. And the offensive line being one, because I mean this offensive line falters and is not able to protect Aaron Rodgers, and Mason Rudolph, even for that matter, and anybody else you have it's just not going to be good. This offense is not going to be effective at all.
No.
Not one iota. I don't care if you have, Jesus himself back there playing quarterback. It's just not going to. It's not going to happen. It's just you're not going to be able to do what you need to do.
They might be better with Moses if he raises his staff and he parts the line.
Parts the line, yeah, he could do that.
Moses through the Red Sea.
Yeah.
All
right, so let's talk about. We're talking about the offensive line and quarterback protection. Let's call Trace. I know you listed QB2 as one of you wanted to talk. And I mean QB2 technically right now as of today is Mason Rudolph. I was shocked, man, that our board made the roster, that they didn't get rid of him. And that would be one Skylar Thompson. I'm shocked. I really thought he was going to be gone. I thought some other team, Steelers, were going to, cut him and he was going to get picked up. But I think with that Will Howard thing, they're just a little. They just decided to keep him. And hey, maybe he's a trade deadline piece, right?
Howard, that might actually be one of their best moves ever, is to hold on to him, because you start the season and inevitably a quarterback's going to go down. We all know it,
right?
69 somehow had played yet last year, so
yeah. But it's kind of unusual, especially for the Steelers, to carry 4 quarterbacks on its roster. Going in. It's just kind of
unless they're anticipating them going down.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. I'm really thinking they're like, hey, Rodgers probably could go down. Maybe potentially if this line doesn't hold up. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're looking at Will Howard too. He's on the.
He's not the savior everybody thinks he is. He lost his job to Avery Johnson, and he's lucky he went to a team that had a payroll of $78 million. Right? I mean, he lost his job to Avery Johnson. That's who Kansas State chose.
Who's Avery Johnson?
Exactly. He's the starting quarterback for the Kansas State University Wildcats.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Who is he?
Yeah, but what's your thoughts, Trace? You put that on there as topic. What's your number 2? What do you talk? Shoot me some knowledge here.
Well, we all know, or we all anticipate Rodgers going down because of the line and whatnot, right?
I mean, I'm not anticipating. I'm hoping it doesn't happen. I'm hoping he can play all 7. But I'm just like one missed block and that could be it.
Well, I mean, you got to hope for the best and expect the worst, right? But at number 2, I'm wondering if Skylar didn't pitch a complaint that maybe he should be sitting in that seat. I don't know. Like maybe Mason understands the offense better or whatever, and he's able to like get in there and just do whatever they ask him to do or whatnot. And if we need to, Skylar could come in and just like sling it around. I guess the guy's fearless, but I thought that kid looked pretty good. And I think that's why they kept him on the rosters, just in case.
I mean, I thought he looked good too. I mean, even though he was going against, 2s and 3s. At one time, though, he was going against who was it that played their first string when he was in there for the first series? I forget who it was. Was it Tampa? Maybe.
No, they didn't play their.
No,
Nobody
they
played
didn't
their
play.
first string.
Nobody played. Okay, so
No.
I stand corrected then. I could have swore it was one. I could have swore he went up against the number one on one series. Maybe I'm wrong though, because it probably wouldn't have been. Because no,
He did not.
It wouldn't. Yeah, he did not because it wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have. It would have been Rudolph that would have won them.
And that's what happened. And Rudolph stunk the joint out.
Right. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it was. He did what he was kind of expected to do, I guess.
He started a playoff game in the NFL.
He did.
He started
had some experience
for a couple more mistakes. So when he goes in there against the Uber drivers, the entrepreneurs, the bus drivers, the whatever you want to call them, bouncers, bartenders, painters, whatever, he's supposed to look that good, and he did. He had 3 touchdowns. Right? He's ahead of all these people. Right? These people are brand new to the NFL product. He's ahead of them. So I think he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, he did what he was supposed to do, right?
And he looked good. He looked good doing it. There's no doubt about it.
No, he did.
So, does Mason have any trade value to him?
It's a quarterback-starved league. I think they both have trade value. I think.
So, I mean, but how much? Is that a 5th-round pick, 6th-round pick?
With the trades that were going on now, they're kind of silly because they're like there was 2 that were for a 7th rounder in 2028, right? And I think like Pickett only went for. I mean, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, but he only went for maybe a
hoodie and a backpack
and a set of balls. I don't know,
but
I don't think he went for all that much to.
He's a quarterback that happened to be on a team that won the Super Bowl. Is how I would phrase it. He's not a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He wasn't.
Kenny went for a 2026 5th-round pick.
Yeah. So what's that tell you?
Yeah.
He'll fit right in Vegas. Pete Carroll likes guys like him that have been on 8 different teams.
He loves them.
Yeah.
Pete will love them up.
Yeah.
He'll do well.
So I guess my question to you, Trace, is: did you have any speculation, I guess, about Thompson maybe challenging Rudolph for the backup job?
If he's not challenging Rudolph, he's challenging Howard for to hold the clipboard. Yeah. And I was just wondering why they kept him around then, even though Howard's supposed to come back, right?
Yeah. To me as well.
That's just an indicator, Billy. Something was there.
Right. No, it's puzzling to me as well. I'm with you. He
started a playoff game in the NFL. He has talent. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to see. The idea is how much do you want to pay him, and do you want to, do they think that the second coming of Brady is Howard? Which I don't know how they see that, but
how much you want to pay him? How much they owe him this year is all we're going to pay him.
He's $1 million. It's nothing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how much are they paying Rudolph?
Nothing. The whole room's under 20 mil.
Yeah.
Or whatever Rodgers makes plus a couple.
Right.
That's almost funny. That's almost funny.
I mean, there's not a, I mean, I'll tell you, give me 1 second. There's not, they just don't have that much money invested in the quarterback position because they have $42 million invested in TJ Watt.
I mean, they had some guys that could sling the ball around. Right?
Rodgers cap hit this year is 14-1. Because they give
I saw Sanders try to throw the ball into his game. Holy cow. Our quarterback was 10 times better.
$3 million.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not.
Skyler, $1 million.
Well, there you go. Maybe they try to deal Mason.
Will Howard, $900,000.
I don't think they're going to deal Mason. I think
I don't think so either.
He's going to be here a while. I don't think he came back to Pittsburgh knowing that he could be possibly dealt. I think he wanted that reassurance from them. Like, hey, if I'm coming back, I want to be here. That's what I heard from insiders too. That was the basically the discussion that went on. But it is what it is.
That could work until they just want to do whatever they want, right?
Right. That's what I mean.
Right.
I mean, ultimately they hold the cards, so they can agree to nothing. So
correct.
So That's just
That's the way football unfortunately works.
All I know is they had some guys who could throw the ball and different talents there and things to look at.
Well, like I said, I'm happy with their quarterback room. I am. I'm very concerned about the offensive line. Very, very concerned. I'm like concerned to the point where I'm like, this could be the big time downfall of this team this year. Is a offensive line that is just
Poor.
that's a a swinging door like on the saloon doors and the old westerns.
Yo, lookout block, huh?
Yeah, I mean it's not good.
His footwork's terrible left.
Turns
And
around and yells, "Look out!"
and then when you look at it too, I'm concerned about the lack of talent in the receiving room. Don't care what you say. Don't care what what anybody says. Don't care what the Steelers say. Don't care what Aaron Rodgers says. This wide out room is leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, you've got DK Metcalf, and you've got a bunch of guys who are just just average, really. I mean, I would call Calvin Austin average. I would call Scotty Miller average. I would call Roman Wilson. I would call him below
Incomplete.
average because incomplete because you don't know what you have with this guy. You don't know what you have with this guy.
No, put UNK beside his name.
Yeah.
Unknown.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they would go out and get somebody, but I wouldn't be shocked if they just stand pat either. I mean, I just think that they're
not a good enough team to scheme themselves into a victory. They just don't. They don't do that. They don't know how to do that. As you can tell by what did Julian Edelman say? They laughed at them. They kept running the same exact defense. They don't have the ability to adapt.
Right.
And that's square on the shoulders of the head coach and the entire organization. When you refused, they're trying to make these people, and it's the old classic, square peg and round hole. It does not work. And there's empirical data to show that it doesn't work. You can't win nothing.
Right.
Right. You can beat up on bad teams, but that's it. The moment you face a playoff team, it's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over.
So it's going to be, a long year if those tackles are what, if they're bad, it's going to be a long year.
Yeah. It was interesting talking to Zig Fracassi last night on our Gridiron Weekly special edition. We talked to Little Steelers and, he said, he gets a lot of fans that calls and are kind of fed up with the mediocrity. They said there's a lot of teams that are happy, would be happy having a winning record every year. But he said, that's not at some point in time, you got to start winning playoff games, and you haven't won one since 2016. So, that's just
a decade.
Yeah.
A decade of incompetence.
Yeah. And so there's, and I was shocked last night that I mentioned about Tomlin not having a coaching tree, and I was kind of shocked that Zig was like, I never really thought of that. It's, and I guess a lot of people have overlooked that, that
sure.
Fact. We don't overlook that in Pittsburgh, but but elsewhere they do, I guess, So
they're enamored with a streak that means absolutely nothing. Doesn't correlate to a single thing.
Yeah.
They're going to line up week one. The Jets haven't had a winning season in the same exact time, right? And what do they both have in common? No playoff victories, no Super Bowl appearances, no Super Bowl wins.
Yeah, we'll get into it next week, but I think that it's going to be a low-scoring game. I look at this as being like a 20-17, game. I think it's going to be low-scoring. I think it's just going to be
sloppy and choppy.
We'll see next week with the weather. I'm going to be anxious to see what that weather is going to be like. Is it going to be nice? Is it going to be
It's
raining?
not this Sunday, and it's not the next Sunday. It's the Sunday after that, isn't it?
No, it's
a week from this Sunday.
It's a week from this Sunday.
Okay, sorry.
It's 10 days away, like I said.
Yeah. Now the weather's supposed to be fine.
We should be playing now.
What?
The weather's supposed to be fine. There shouldn't be any issues at all.
Yeah, things can pop up. We don't know. So, all right, let's go. Anything else we want to talk about the Steelers?
Yeah, of course we do.
What?
The trade that was offered for Terry McLaurin, and the Steelers said no.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Pat Fryermuth and a second-round pick, and the Steelers said no.
Yeah, well,
they have a plethora of tight ends, and he's just as good. There's only a difference of 10 touchdowns. He's got more yards, just as good as DK. You could have
I would have taken that. If that's pretty stupid, to be honest with you.
Could have had Scarence, Terrence, and DK, and then you'd actually have a team.
Yeah,
because you can't double them both.
Right. Well, that's I missed that. I got to be honest, I missed that. But that's I said it a long time ago that they should have done what they could have done to get Terry McLaurin. But I think he's going to stay with your Washington team there, Edward.
He did. He signed $100 million.
Yeah. So
3 years.
And that was today, right?
That was Monday.
Oh shit. Okay, so I'm behind. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go around the league here. Najee Harris returns to practice. Could play in the opener after that 4th of July incident. So,
what did he hurt?
His eye. Playing with fireworks, man. Don't do it.
Yeah. YouTube TV reaches
explosives experts.
Yeah.
YouTube TV reaches short-term extension in dispute with Fox, warding off immediate disruptions. So tell me, Ed, because I know you're always up on these platforms, with the show NFL games. Tell me what's going on with that.
Money. They're arguing over money.
They want
more money because Fox is getting ready to debut Fox One, which is a combination of it's another freaking streaming service. It's a combination of their news platform as well as all the sports platform.
Right.
So YouTube is like, well, you're making tons of money off this app. We should be able to, negotiate lower. And the Fox is like, man, who negotiates lower in business?
Right.
It's not to their advantage to do it. So they're stuck in the battle, and they were going to lose. YouTube was going to lose anyway because everybody wants to watch their hometown team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they would have lost it. So they came to. I don't know what the financial settlement was, but they came down. That's what it come down to, in that new freaking streaming service.
Yeah.
For love of God, I don't even know. I mean, I can't handle all these streaming services.
Yeah.
What streaming services?
The gazillion that are out there right now. And there are so many. There's no way to keep up.
Yeah.
There simply isn't. I don't even know. I'm embarrassed to say I don't even know what streaming services I have.
Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, I'm the same way. I have to look at my checking account to see. Oh, okay, I still have Peacock. Oh, didn't even know.
Why?
Yeah.
We like soccer.
Yeah.
I have Carbon TV, and then I have Sportsman's Channel and the Outdoor Channel. I think I have some other ball games I could watch once in a while, but I don't have anything else here.
I mean, honestly, you can get away with with just a simple antenna. I did for a year in Florida. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. 49ers agreed a 1-year deal with wide receiver Marquez Valdez-Scantling Jackson. How about that?
Who?
MVSS. He wide receiver from Green Bay. One of Aaron Rodgers' favorite. There's another one going, Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just another. I mean, we could do this every week of the season. They're never going to sign it. How can they be okay with that? I don't get it. Sorry.
No, I don't get it either. I don't. Hey, it angers me. It angers me more than it angers you. You're not even a Steelers fan.
No,
so, I mean, it pisses me off.
I'm very angry with him.
Yeah, it's just I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. So, Chiefs receiver Rashee Rice is suspended 6 games, beginning with the opener next week in Brazil. So yeah, I know it was the traffic. What was it again? He
caused an accident.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was no loss of life, but he caused an accident.
Yeah.
Going 100 and some odd miles an hour.
Right.
Which, I mean, this is another thing I don't get. You're an athlete, you got tons of money. There's tracks everywhere. Right? You can go up to Wampum or something here in Pittsburgh and go run your car on the track.
Yeah, but
if you want to,
it's probably something in their contract.
Well, the other thing, they always get caught on busy kind of streets. Why aren't they on the interstates? They go do it out there.
He did. That's where he caused the accident.
And he can't drive then.
Right. And he left the scene.
Well, like Ed said, go to a racetrack for crying out loud. You want to go?
If you want to like whiz, yeah, that's what you do. But like, I don't see any reason to go over 80 mile an hour anywhere in the state of Pennsylvania when on the highway. Really.
Yeah. But,
Well, he wasn't
really
in the
do
state of
anymore,
Pennsylvania.
But
Where
the
was
idea in Dallas is crazy.
Yeah.
I've definitely driven to Dallas, and I don't think you need to go that fast either.
Right.
No.
Ex NFL quarterback Jay Cutler sentenced to 4 days in jail after DUI arrest. That mugshot looked terrible. He looked like he had been drinking for like 6 days straight and had slept like 2 hours.
He did look rough.
He looked really bad.
I was shocked.
Cutler, isn't he the one who lives up in either Montana or Wyoming now?
I don't think he does because he has children in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't think he does.
One of the former Bears quarterbacks like moved out there.
I bet that would be. You're not talking
Kyle
about
Orton. Kyle Orton, I think. So you're talking
yeah.
about. Yeah. So, all right. Browns Dylan Gabriel selected as backup QB after Kenny Pickett trade. I mean, I think he did better than, from what I understand, he did better than Shador. I was glad Shador made it. I mean, he number 3. I was glad that, that not necessarily glad, but I was, I'm kind of root for the guy. So
it's now Bill has 1 point, Tracy has 1 point. Jay Cutler does in fact live in Montana, and he enjoys a successful hunting lifestyle. So it's 1-1, and I have 0. I got to step up my game.
Hunting and drinking.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Smashed and go hunt some elk.
Get yourself a gun.
It's a lot better than driving in the city. I can tell you that.
Go in that shanty and just light it up, man.
Exactly.
So, So I mean, Dylan Gabriel is going to be the backup to Flacco, and I think Flacco's going to be. He's going to get hurt, dude. I'm really thinking
Well, it's exactly the way they should do it, and that's the way I thought they would do it. Yeah. I thought they would put the rookies on. I told you the rookies were going to be on the roster because they would have been taken almost immediately. They would have been taken off the practice squad.
Right.
So now they have all that ammunition next year, and they got tons of picks, and they have 2 in the first round. Yeah. And you're absolutely right, Billy. He's going to either get hurt or stink it up, and then you go to the next one, and then you go to the next one. Guess what?
Yep.
Then you know which one of those kids can play and what you want to do.
Right.
If
Similar.
Cade Klubnik, Klubnik or somebody else.
Yeah. Similar situation. Saints select Spencer Rattler to open the season as their QB over Tyler Shuck. Listen, I think Shuck's still going to play. I think they're going to be that bad that I think they're going to try both guys out this year.
No doubt. You're exactly right.
Yeah. So I just, I heard a Saints fan call and then moving the chains the other day. And he said, I think we're going to be a lot better than what people think we are. Yeah. And I'm just like, what? First of all, you got a first-year head coach, right? Which, first-year head coach, I tell you what, Kellen Moore, taking that job, he has to be, I mean, he's a glutton for punishment. Because I tell you what, first-year head coaches, even when they are semi-successful, they still take a beating. Yeah. That team's going to be so bad, and he's going to be land-based. He's going to be land-based week in and week out. He's going to wish that he never left his offensive coordinator role.
Or they're pulling the rope-a-dope.
He will rue the day.
Yeah, and that's But I mean, like Spencer Rattler. I mean, okay, but like I said, I think Shucks. They're going to play both these guys this year. That team's going to be bad. That team's going to win 1 to 2 games, if that. They may not win a game this year. They're going to be that bad. And if you're Kamara, I tell you what, trade me at the trade deadline. I
was just going to say that. That's exactly who they're going to get rid of.
Yeah, I mean, I would just trade me at the trade deadline, please, and thank you. So
there's no doubt that he's a trade bait, and then get a lot for him too.
Who do you think he goes to, Eddie?
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah. Kansas City. And if
Yeah, I
was
mean,
Kansas City,
yeah, I mean that team is going to be bad. That team is going to be terrible this year. So, but all right, so let's move on. Let's talk real quickly the Pirates. I know, yeah, yeah. Why would we do that, right? Yeah.
well, I mean, it's 45
One
minutes.
in September.
45 minutes gone. It's the bottom of the fifth. The game started at 8, so it's a
Yeah.
fast game.
Yeah, it's 1-0 St. Louis. Did you say that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Pirates beat them last night 8-3. Mitch Keller earned a win, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits and striking out 9 in 6 innings. Henry Davis, how about that last night? Hit a home run, and Brian Reynolds hit a couple doubles. So,
Was Henry Davis 11th pitch? Was that last night? He had an 11th pitch, 11 pitch at bat, and the 11th one and hit over the fence.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, what can you say? You know, this team.
Well, William, they might have one of the better pitching staffs in MLB now.
Oh, no doubt about it. I think calling up Bubba Chandler, he's the real deal. There's no doubt about it. But you know, you gotta. Unfortunately, pitching doesn't score runs. So
they need a bat at third base, and they need at least 1, maybe 2 bats in the outfield right now. I'm not happy with Cruz.
I mean,
and that left fielder needs to go.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the Pirates activated outfielder O'Neal Cruz from the 7th-day injured list on Tuesday. Had a concussion. They also
You mean the dude
designated.
that's in center field right now? He just came off the disabled list.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How did he get a concussion?
Well, what happened was
I didn't see it. No, I'm serious. I didn't see it.
I'm going to be honest with you, Ed. I didn't see it either. I knew he was on the disabled list. Didn't know what it was for.
Can't ask him. He don't remember.
And when I saw concussion,
I don't remember shit.
When I saw concussion, I said, I don't know what happened to him. You know, So, but Andrew Heaney got designated for assignment. You know, like I said, Bubba Chandler recently called up from AAA Indianapolis. You know,
he's a freaking flamethrower, man.
Yeah,
you have 2 of the best pitchers in the MLB, and you can't win. That's
well, and you got that Connor Griffith too, who's a top prospect, and he's doing well in Double-A. You know,
yeah. You bring him up, and then you have Mitch Keller. You have 4 pitchers in your rotation. That should be a 90-win team every year.
Yeah.
What about then you got 1 or 2 coming back? Well, somebody just come back off the IR, and we got another guy that had Tommy John. Was it Jones?
Jared Jones, yep.
And they're just putting Chandler in as a reliever now?
Middle reliever is what I think they're using.
He's just hitting 100 on the gun.
Yeah. I mean, he's pitching out of the bullpen. Yeah.
Yeah, so. He hit a hundo on the gun just now.
Yeah. But he's hitting a hundo on the gun in the 5th innings of pitching. You know what I mean? It's not like he's starting out and then it wavers off.
Well, he wasn't the starter tonight, but I see what you're saying.
As he goes along here, he seems to gain momentum behind that arm.
Yeah. I think it's embarrassing, truly, that they have this kind of talent and they cannot win.
Well, they're starting to win now with this new manager.
I mean, they're still, 50?
I mean,
58.
I mean, they still.
I know their overall record is, but once this manager took over, what's their record, Eddie?
He's been really good. He's been good.
Better, but I mean, not really good. He's over.
I think it's a winning record.
Yeah, he has a winning record. I mean, Shelton just stunk it up so bad that, I mean, he had to really, I mean, you had to really, come in and,
Is he from Cleveland?
Who?
Shelton.
No, Shelton's from Illinois. He's from Chicago. So
that makes sense now.
Yeah. All coming together now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said it before, how on earth do you have Shelton giving any type of MLB analyst advice on anything on the MLB network? I mean, what a joke. You've got him as an MLB analyst. Him? That guy? That guy doesn't know, you've got that guy, the guy that has just failed upwards his entire career.
Yeah, he does not have a winning record. Don Kelly does not have a winning record. He's 45-48, which is better than
Shelton, right.
Right.
Let's keep a track of that, even though we don't talk about these people after July. But if their pitching staff is this good, we might have to talk about them because we might be talking about them in September, October soon.
How do you do that, though? Honestly, like truthfully, how do you do that?
Yeah.
Because there's no doubt that they could have four. They could have a four-man rotation that is probably top 5 in MLB, right? However, they have nobody that can freaking hit the ball. So,
Right.
and here's baseball. You can have those players. You just pay for them, right?
Right.
I mean, this is not.
We
This
don't
is
even
not.
need the home run hitters. We just need guys who can hit 300.
You need professional baseball players who can hit. Yes, but I'm saying this isn't any other sport. You can turn it over in an instant. You don't need years of maturation or doing anything. You just go get them.
Third base, left field.
You need at least 4 hitters. 4 hitters that are hitting close to 300, and they'll push everybody around the bases.
Third base, first base, left field, center field.
They need them, but I mean, it just begs the question. Never mind. I'm not a fan. It boggles my mind that you have somebody who doesn't want to invest in a team, doesn't want to win.
Oh, fan, you sound like the excited Southerner when you're trying to talk about them. I think that they're really close, so they're only a couple bats away.
They're the furthest they've ever been, Trace. Literally,
they're not even
because
remote.
he just won't spend money. I'm telling you, until the fans of this city get uprise and stop going to the games and
he's still the way Major League Baseball's set up. He's still going to make money, so it's not going to matter to him. He doesn't.
Well, that's the problem, because if he even had a little bit of spending going on and spent on even 2 bats, we might have a different story this year.
So, is Cruz going to? He knocked it down. He's got a cannon for an arm too. Ooh. Yeah, but I mean, you look at 45 and 48, right? What is that? It's under 500. It's like 489 or something. You're still looking at a team that's losing, 82 games a year, right? Or 85 games a year. It's more respectable, I guess, if you want to be a loser. You're not the worst loser, but you're still a loser.
Yeah.
MLB has to take over, just like basketball did. Basketball took over the Pelicans. They took over the Sixers. Mm-hmm. Somebody just has to take over the team and get them out.
Right. Hostile takeover.
Right. Exactly.
All right, let's talk a little Penguins.
Penguins.
We're we got camp coming up here soon. They start their I think their first preseason game is September 21st against the Buffalo Sabres. So I think camp opens up. I think it's report date. I think is the 16th of September, if I read it correctly. So
you're correct, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it before. I think this is Malkin's last year. He's entering his final contract, $6.1 million cap hit. I think it's going to be, he's hampered with injuries last season. He only played in 68 games, had 50 points in those 68 games. I think it's just, it's done for him. I think this is it. So, but Penguins this year is going to have 16 nationally televised games, tied for third most in the NHL. So they're going to have a lot of national.
I don't like that. I do not like that.
I don't like it either. So
I think it's because it's a swan song, really.
Yeah.
That's why. Because they're all.
I think so. I think I'm with you on that, Ed. I think you're right about that. So, I guess there's some discussions about what's going to have a role. Kevin Hayes, is he going to be a potential trade candidate? Got an expiring contract. News that Lemieux's potential ownership bid is unlikely to materialize. However, I did hear that there was another party with a lot of money that could potentially join them to push this back over the finish line to reacquire them. I hope it happens. FSG sucks. FSG can eat a bag of,
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah, they're bad. So
one of the worst positions in sports.
Looking at injuries to start. You're going to have some guys hurt. We got Chris Letang with a chest. He's not supposed to be cleared until September 22nd. Kevin Hayes, lower body. He's September 22nd. Tommy Novak, lower body. He's September 22nd. Noah Achari, undisclosed injury, and he's September 22nd. So you got some guys reporting to camp that are going to be, not
On the
available.
IR.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get right into it. Pitt versus Duquesne. First meeting on the football field in 86 years. Pitt's going to host the Duquesne Dukes at Acrisure this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. I tell you what, I am so pumped for this. Oh God, I can't contain myself.
I
so
sense a
pumped.
note of sarcasm in your voice, William.
No, I mean it's okay. I mean I'm not a real, I mean I'm going to be honest with you. My eyes are going to be glued to Texas, Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell that. I'm just gonna throw that out there right
Putting
now.
out there right now.
Yeah, we got a comment. I totally.
Sure.
Oh yeah, screw off. Yeah, piss off. Okay.
Super.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's an intercity matchup. What do you guys think? I mean, it's 136 season Pitt football opening up, 136. So.
Woo.
Honestly,
that game should be 90-0.
Yeah, I mean the Panthers obviously are going to have superior talent. I mean,
they truly are.
Right. I mean, Eli Holstein. I mean, can this kid stay healthy? That's what I want to know.
Right.
That is a very big question mark.
Yeah. Last year, he was banged up. Still threw for 2,200 yards, 17 touchdowns. I think the Pitt's defense has an active front. I think, when you look at some other guy, they got a good edge rusher, Jimmy Scott, Javon McIntyre leading that secondary. But I mean, come on, Pitt's 22-1 all time against FCS opponents. So, but 19-6 in home opener since 2000 and 9-1 under Coach Pat Narduzzi. So, yeah, I mean, the Dukes on the other side, I mean, they're entering what? They had back-to-back Northeastern Conference champions, I think, right? Weren't they?
They were.
They had an 8-3 record last year. Here's what they said about the scouting report for the quarterback situation is uncertain. That's all they said. It's literally all they said. It's uncertain right now.
Uncertain.
So okay. So they haven't named a starter. It's Wednesday and then they play the game. Let's see, Thursday, Friday. So you got like 2 days. So
one hit. That's it. Just one hit. We got one hit. You can't say that on the air.
They got Taj Butts as one of the running backs. Sean Solman. You got a wideout and Joey Isabella. I don't know. You got a couple guys on defense. AJ Ackerman. He's a pretty big space.
Word on Campfires, they have some dogs on defense, Billy.
Yeah. We'll see.
It needs to
I don't know.
They need to run the ball.
Yeah, that's what I say. Just give it to Desmond Reed, let him eat, and just
off tackle, delayed handoff,
right,
screens,
draws,
run him to what falls off is what I would do.
Right.
The wheels.
Yeah.
To the wheels
so, I mean, Pitt's favored by 37.5.
That's a lot.
And Pitt has covered a spread in 8 of their last 10 home games.
Well, that's relieving.
You think they cover this spread?
Those big spreads, if you're not a massive program like
I know.
Bama, Penn State, I don't believe in those big spreads.
I don't either. I don't either. What was the one we looked at? 44?
Yeah.
I think it was Penn State and who was
Nevada.
Nevada. Yeah. That's just insane.
That's ridiculous.
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. I mean, I would not touch that.
I wouldn't touch the Pitt one either.
No, I wouldn't either. No.
It's too big of a spread.
Too big of a spread. And I mean, if it was maybe 20, maybe if it was like 21.5, I'd be like, okay, I'll go with that. But 37.5, yeah, you can count me out. So
I'm not doing it, Billy.
What do you think? Let's give a prediction. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 41. I'm gonna go 41-20 Pitt.
38-17 Pitt.
Okay.
49-13.
Ooh, he was ready.
49-13.
My man was ready.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pitt's gonna score. They're gonna put 40 on the board, at least 40 on the board. But
There's
I
a
think
Niner in there, Billy.
there's a Niner in there. That's right. There is a Niner. No, I mean, I don't think Duquesne doesn't stand a chance. I mean, but yeah, 37.5 spread. That's a little too much for me. A little too close for comfort on that one.
I agree.
But
It's
yeah,
bugging the palate, huh?
I'm saying 41-20. I think they handle them.
So do I. I mean, I think that's fair.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk a little Riverhounds. So last week they had a draw. I tell you what though, they're still building points. I mean, you're still stacking the points. I mean, it's not what you want, but it's
Here's where they stand today: 3 points out of fourth, and only 5 points out of third. They want one of those top 4 because you get a home game.
Yeah.
So they're right on pace, man.
Yeah. You got the Tampa Bay Rowdies. You're at Tampa Bay this week. And you're
The worst team in the entire
they're
USL.
5-12-3, and you're 7-7-7. So
if they're anything, they are consistent.
yeah.
No,
they are. Yeah, but
plus one goal differential.
They should be able to beat the Rowdies. I mean, come on, you should be able to beat the Rowdies.
Yeah, you almost have to.
Yeah.
Right? You have to beat the Rowdies.
I mean, if you draw the Rowdies, I'm like, if God forbid if you lost to them, but if you drew them even, I would be kind of like, if I'm Bob Lilly, I'd be a little concerned.
A little. I'd fire everybody.
Well,
get your ass out of here.
This should be like a 2-0, 3-0 win for them.
Oh, no doubt about it.
So we'll see. Doubt. We'll see what they can do.
The dog says it's over.
Yeah, dog says it's over. It's over. He said, "Okay, guys, enough's enough. Quit talking your." Yeah, and then you got Oakland after that, and then we're back home at Highmark on the 13th. Facing Louisville. That's going to be a test. 14-1-6 Louisville currently.
Yep.
So going to be a very big test. So
they got to get these 3 points, Billy.
Yes, I agree. They do. So, all right, everybody. Hey, thanks for tuning in. We may have a guest next week. So just to let you know. So
stay tuned.
Stay tuned on that one. Check your local listings for that one. But I'll put that out once we get everything confirmed. But yeah. So somebody we've had on before. So so. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we will talk to you next week.
See you later.